Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well. As you can see, we're here back with the Mysterious Cheshire Cat from Crafties. So the last time that we worked on this, we worked in this area here. I had camera, audio issues, and I did that off camera, but we worked around here. Since then, I've done a little bit more of the yellow AB around here and some of the background on this side, and I've completed the background color all over here. So we really have just this, you know, from here over left to do. So I figured we're going to, you know, pick some colors here in this crown again and work on that. And what I'm hoping is that we will do this video and then one more video to finish it up. So I'm hoping that I will do a little bit with you guys today, get pretty much all of this done. I'll probably do all of this and leave like maybe this, you know, something in this section here to finish up with you guys, and then it'll be done. So that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, because we're already on, what is this, video number 5 for this. So 6 videos, hopefully, will be where we will end this one, which is, I think, sufficient enough. So I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for, if you're a subscriber, thank you for returning, or I should say a viewer, a returning viewer. Thank you very, very much. For coming back, and if you are new here, welcome. Glad to have you. And yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna zoom in probably right around here, because we did a lot of blues and grays last time. So I think, or maybe we did this last time, maybe I should do blues and grays. I'll zoom in and I might move it. How about that? I might wind up moving it. That's a little too much. So I am using my pen from Miss Creations by Danny. Her Etsy shop will be listed in the description below. And I'm using my yellow NYX's Notions tray, which I love. So let's just peel this plastic back. I have lots of dog hairs on this one. For some reason, well, you know, if you guys got animals, you know, it's very difficult to not have hairs everywhere. So, all right, I think I'm gonna pick some of this eye here. So we've got a couple of C's running around right here. So let's see, what number is that? That's number 28 on my canvas. Now this canvas has 45 colors, and it does have ABs. I believe it's 4. Yep, I'm looking at my canvas. There's 4 ABs on this, and I've seen, these do not want to come out of the bag. Here we go. The yellow in the background is all ABs. And then I also have ABs in this eye over here. I've got 2 different colors of ABs in that eye, which really lets it stand out. It looks really nice in person. I'm not sure, you know, ABs don't really come across very well on camera, so I'm not sure how much of that you can actually see, but it looks really good. That eye, the color that they've chosen for the cat face and the brow is really pretty. All of these colors mixed together looks very nice. So I'm very happy with this canvas. Now I have had some popping drills, but I think it's my fault. I don't think it's the canvas. I think it's just me not very good with a multi-placer, and because when I go ahead and I go back and I fix them, I'm not really getting any popping drills. So don't blame the canvas, Stacy. Blame you. You know, and I've been doing this. I've been doing this craft for I think 2 years now, and well, definitely a little bit longer than. I'm moving this because I've got C's up here, so I'm going to do those. I've definitely been doing this longer than I've had my YouTube channel, and you know, you still find, after all this time, you still find new ways to do things, things that you can improve on, you know, that kind of stuff. So I just feel like I'm getting better with every diamond painting that I do. So I'm learning what I can do and what I can't do in the sense of my capabilities, you know. Practice makes perfect, they say, but then again, sometimes practice is just practicing, or, you know, enabling you to keep doing something that is not so perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know that sounded kind of weird, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, what I mean to say is something like, I'll use yoga poses as a reference. If you teach yourself yoga and don't go to a teacher, or exercise, whatever it may be, you might be doing something slightly different than what an instructor is going to show you. And an instructor will say, no, you got to do it this way. They'll try to correct your form, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what I kind of relate it to. So like when you teach yourself a craft, whatever habits you develop, the more you do them, the more accurate those habits become. And they might not be the correct way, but they are your way, the way you learned, if that makes any sense. So, and with art, you know, honestly, nothing is really wrong. I don't think that when it comes to art, you can do anything wrong. Maybe the difference is with diamond painting is because you have a grid, and so any variations from that grid are more apparent to see because you see the grid lines behind it, or, you know, whatever. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong, or I don't feel like I am I don't know, like, you know, I'm just trying to over explain. Basically, I feel like I'm building on certain habits that might not necessarily be what everybody else does, and so that might be why I have difficulties with some things. I don't know. I could just be making excuses. I could just be making excuses. I have no idea. But I do know that, like I've said many, many times in my journey here and on my channel, I'm doing this because I love it. And I'm having fun with it. So, you know, it'll be fine. All right, let's pick another color. 36. Let's see. Let me find my 36 bag. So I have these in bags. They came in bags. And I just have them in like a little bread basket kind of thing that I got off of Amazon. See, it's just a little like plastic woven bread basket thing that I use, and it helps me just keep everything in order. So, but I kind of mumble a lot, huh? Or like, kind of just ramble. I don't know why I said mumble, but I ramble a lot, huh? I ramble quite a bit. I think maybe everybody does at some time, some points. And I am just kind of talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, directing it to you guys, but you guys don't see it until afterwards. So I am just kind of talking to myself here, just trying to entertain myself. In my brain, I have I want to over-explain everything. I don't know why I developed that. Maybe because I always felt like I needed to defend myself, a lot in my life. So I tend to over-explain a lot of things. Some people can handle it, some people can't, and I understand that. I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. I might need more wax on my pen. It's like picking up drills, but then they're just like dropping off of my pen. So I might have to get some more wax here in a minute. But yeah, so I'm talking to myself and I'm over explaining because in my head, I know what I want to say, but when I'm saying it, it's not coming out right. The words aren't coming out right. So I tend to try to explain more and more, and I probably don't need to do that, but I still do it. I'm still stuffy. My sinuses are still very swollen for some reason. I'm not coughing as much as I was in that last video though, which is nice. But I am I still do have remnants of a cough, but not much. It's not too bad. So I'm hanging in there. Friday, my husband took me out to, I think I mentioned this, we went out to an antique mall, and I looked around. I was looking for stuff for, vintage, like, papers, magazines, and stuff, and, I remember when I had gotten them previously, like, pre-COVID, I guess, and, they weren't that expensive. I mean, they weren't cheap, you're buying old magazines, so they're not, it's not like they're, the newsstand price anymore, but they weren't that expensive, and I had gotten some, and then so I was looking for more of that when we went, and my husband's such a trooper because that's not necessarily his favorite thing to do, and he did it for me because he knows that I like doing stuff like that, and I just love him so much because he puts up with a lot. And so anyway, I was looking for quite a bit. I wanted to get magazines, or actually what I wanted to get was postcards. I wanted to get quite, a stack of postcards. But they're so expensive now. Like, they had them all, every vendor in that antiques mall had them separated into individual postcards, and each individual postcard was like $1 a piece, and I'm like, holy crap, that's expensive. They weren't that price when I was buying them, 5 years ago. When I was getting them 5 years ago, they were like, you could get like 5 for $1, and I was just like a little dumbfounded about how expensive these old postcards have gotten. I was not expecting it. So I didn't get much. I actually only got one thing, which was a old Dutch boy paint, what is it called? It was like a paint manual, little pocket-sized paint manual, and it's really neat because it has different painting techniques. So it was printed in 1922, and so there's a lot of lead paint being used back then, and so it has a lot of oh, I dropped the drill. A lot of measurements and math that show you, like, you know, how to figure out how much paint you're going to use for, you know, whatever size house. Like, you know, find your square footage of your house, and then when you do that, you figure out, well, if it's this square footage, then you need X amount of paint to paint it. And then it also has in it the the formulas to mix colors. So like if you wanted your house painted, like, you know, a certain kind of red, it tells you what formula, like how much of this color, how much of that color, you know, just really, really cool stuff. It also had tables of like different measurement conversions, you know, as well as how to paint different types of things like boats and houses and you know, just wood. I think it had, I don't think they were doing stucco back then, but, you know, just different types of materials, how to paint them, what the ratio was. I need more wax. What the ratio is for your what you're building, you know, that kind of cool stuff. And so I got that. Anyway, I got it for just $2. I think with tax and everything, it was just like $2.75 or something like that. It wasn't that expensive. And see, that's worth it to me, because now you're looking at 50 pages worth of stuff, and it being 1922, I can scan it. Well, I'm not planning on selling it or anything like that, but so I could scan it anyway for personal use. But so I scanned some of the pages that I thought that I would love to use in journals, multiple journals, and so I'll always have those. And then the rest of the book, which is just like random, you know, directions and stuff like that, I can take out and use for journals and stuff. And I just thought it was really, really cool. I also picked up another, we went to Duluth Trading Company because my husband and I, from his sister, both got gift cards to Duluth for Christmas. So we went there to get something for with our gift cards, and so I picked up another reference guide, pocket reference guide, which is amazing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those, but I absolutely love them because I'm like real nerdy that way. I love measurements and statistics and data and stuff like that. I mean, that kind of stuff, like, believe it or not, that kind of stuff just really kind of calms my brain. And so I had one. My husband bought me one a couple years ago, and now that I'm starting to junk journal, trying to journal, I wanted to pick up another one so that I would have one that I could take apart and use in a journal. So I picked up another one, and luckily, you know, not only did we have the gift cards, but there was like a huge sale going on at Duluth. So everything was kind of like not half off on everything, but maybe like 20% off or something like that. So I was able to pick up, you know, quite a few. We were able to get, you know, a good deal. My husband got himself a jacket, and I got myself a sweatshirt, and they're both very nice, very comfortable. So I was pretty happy with that. And then so we had gone to Duluth first, and then we stopped at another place that so my husband could get new work shoes, because the company he's with they buy him new work shoes every year. So he got a new pair of work shoes. Like I said, we went to Duluth. Then we went to the Antiques Mall, and we were there, I think we were at the Antiques Mall for like 3 hours, which, like I said, my husband's a trooper, because that is not his cup of tea, so to speak. And then after that, we went to a place called Gunther Tootie's, which is a restaurant that is like designed in the 1950 diner style. So I had what they had named their Jackie Gleason, which was basically like a roast beef sandwich with au jus. Is that how you pronounce it? You know, the gravy sauce or whatever on the side, dipping sauce. So that was super, super yummy. And he had what they called a John Wayne, which was a burger that had like a huge like breaded pepper on it, like a mild chili pepper or something like that. And he was very happy with it. He had a banana shake as well, because they do like shakes there and stuff. So he was happy with that. And we had been up all night, so when we got home, we basically sat down for like maybe a half an hour, if that. And then we were like, oh yeah, let's go to bed. And we went to bed, and we crashed. I mean, because we got home maybe at like maybe 5 in the evening. And we had been out since like 10. And like I said, we were up all night because of our work hours. You know, we're usually up all night and sleep during the day. So we had been up all night, and we decided, because it was going to be cold the next couple of days, we wanted to just get it done early, you know, do everything early, and then be back home before it got too cold. So yeah, it was a good day. We did that on Friday. It was a good day. I was very happy. It was a great roundup for the week, and you know, we did that to celebrate my birthday, because my birthday was that Wednesday. So we had waited to do anything, because he was working, so we waited to do anything until that Friday. So that was nice. Had a wonderful time. He's my husband's so wonderful to me. I know, I say that all the time, but it's true. I'm so blessed, absolutely blessed, that he decided to allow me into his life, so to speak. So had a good time, and then the rest of the weekend we just hung out here. We played video games. So I actually wanted to record, but I got just so engulfed in playing video games that time just flew by, which always happens when I play video games. It's like I'll sit down and I'll play a video game. I don't play it during the week, because I will like lose sleep, Because I'll sit down and I'll start playing a video game, and next thing I know, it's like 8 hours later, and I'm like, ugh. So I don't play video games during the week. So my weekends are when I sit with him and play. Although, you know, in December I didn't do that as much. I was doing so much crafting that I didn't sit and play video games with him as much as I wanted to. So, and I talked about that before, you know, trying to figure out a good balance, you know, trying to figure out a good balance. That's always tough. But yeah, so we had a good weekend. I feel like we had a good weekend. It's super cold out today. I'm recording this. I worked last night, so I'm recording this before I wanna record and upload this, get it uploaded for you guys before I go to bed. I've been doing that a lot lately, and I want to start getting ahead of these recordings. So I'm not doing it the day of, the day that it's gonna go up. But it's hard to get ahead of them because, you know, I don't know what to talk about half the time. So, but it's going to be super cold today. I think the high in my, where my house is, I think the high temperature is going to be 4 degrees, I think is what they said, with a low of -10, I think. So yeah, it's going to be super cold today. So, and that's another thing that kind of sucks when you work at night, because you're going out when it's freezing out. Like, it's not, you're not going out when the sun's shining. You're going out when everybody's going to bed. So that, yeah. And scrubs, I don't know if any of you have worn scrubs before, but scrubs are not good for wintertime. They are the thinnest material ever made, and they are very, I don't know, they're just, I don't get why. I mean, I think I get why nurses and you know, people in this industry wear them, but they're just not, they don't seem practical to me. And I was super excited when I got this job. I was like, oh, cool, I get to wear scrubs. And now after wearing them for, you know, since last April when I work, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really into them anymore. I'd rather wear just sweatpants or something, you know? That would be way more comfortable and way more warmer than scrubs, because they have no cold resistance at all. And when you are, you know, waiting outside for an Uber or something like that, you know, it's not fun sometimes. But I guess, you know, I guess it'll be okay. I guess it'll be okay. I wish they were warmer. I don't really have anything I can wear underneath of them. I should get myself some like long johns or something like that, but I don't have any. I got some wax that fell off my pen right there, so I didn't want that to seep onto the canvas, because getting wax off of a canvas is kind of a pain if you've ever had to do that. It's not so bad when it's the pink wax that you get with your diamond painting, but when it's real wax, it is a pain to get it off. I'm not a hard placer, so whenever I have to press something really hard, wax comes off. Wax comes off. That's looking good, huh? All those colors, that pink. That looks really nice. I like the contrast between this and then you're going into, over here, you're going into that bluish green over here. It's really, it's a nice gradient. I really like it a lot. It's gonna be, I'm so excited to get this one done, to see the completion of this. You know, it's gonna be super, super pretty. At least I think so. All right, well, it looks like we're right at 30 minutes, so let me put these drills away so that I don't accidentally spill them, because I have done that before, and let me tell you, it's not fun trying to save all the drills, especially when you're digging for them on the floor in a brown carpet. So that's kind of annoying. But we're gonna zoom back out, and so you can see it. So this side has the plastic on it, but this is what I've got done so far. So pretty much all of this here, all down here, all the way across here, and then all of this up here. Yeah, it's coming together really, really well. I'm very happy with this canvas. I think it's a really cool picture, and I think with the ABs aren't overpowering it. I think it looks really nice. So, like I said, hopefully I will get pretty much all of this done before the next video, and we'll just have a tiny bit left to go, and we'll finish this up in the next one. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. You know, I ramble a lot, so I can understand if you walked away, but hopefully you're working on something with me, and you know, just kind of listening in a little bit here and there, because I like to just, you know, chill with you guys and feel like we're, you know, diamond painting together. To me, that is why I do this. I think it's fun that way. So thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for joining me today. Hit that like button, and if you want to, leave me a comment. Give me about a week to get back to you, but I always enjoy your comments. And if you are a subscriber, hit that bell button. That will notify you the next time my videos go live. And if you are a new viewer or you're not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really would help out me and the channel. So yeah, that's all I've got today. So thank you guys very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.